Welcome to today's episode. Today's episode, let's talk about money saving. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where no matter how little, no matter how small that problem is, you never have money to solve that problem? You're looking for the next person to borrow you that urgent 2K. See, we all need that urgent money, and we have heard people say here over and over how we need to save money for rainy days, how important it is for us to save money for rainy days. Let's even say we're not even talking about rainy days. Let's say we're just talking about just saving money for, see, there's something money does, right? I don't know about all of you, but for me, if I have a good amount of money in my bank account, there's a certain way that I behave. There's a certain assurance that I have. There's a certain, you know how you go out on the street and you just walk anyhow, because you know that if you pour somebody's oil, you can easily afford to pay that person back. But when you don't have anything, and when I talk about anything, I'm talking about cash, I'm talking about money. When you don't have anything in your bank account, you don't have anything anywhere, there's just this uncertainty that keeps hovering around your head, and you're saying, what if something happened? There's no reason why you have a stable job that you will not have a little saving. No matter how small that amount is, there's a way that you're going to be able to, there's a way that you can work it for yourself that you will have, even if it's $1 or a naira that you're putting away from every time that you're being paid. And trust me, God will not give you a burden that you cannot carry. We have heard this over and over again. I wanted to do this video in December last year, 2024. Somehow I did not do it. I wanted to do it in January. I didn't do it. And now something just keep calling on this money saving topic for me. Okay, I wanted to do it in December because in the month of December, there is just this thing that come upon us that we spend recklessly. I will say that we buy things that we absolutely do not need, and I am one of them. I am not even going to deny, and I'm just saying this loud so that even me myself can actually hear myself saying it. I need this advice. Like, we just go on a shopping spree, we go on a spending spree, forgetting that we have the month of January the next year coming, and we have 12 months after that month of December. Okay, with that being said, let's say something happened. Some of us, like I said earlier, we never have money for anything urgent. We never have money. That's because we are constantly buying things. We are constantly spending money on things that we absolutely do not need, especially women. Okay, like I was talking about the month of December. Let me start by that time that your mind tells you, you know, all these motivational speakers that will say, oh, compensate yourself, you have worked hard, you deserve it. Of course, we all deserve it. But if you know that you don't have any rich uncle somewhere, you don't have any rich relatives somewhere, you don't have any rich parents somewhere, you are your family plan A and B. In short, you don't have anybody anywhere that if something happens to you, you can put that person on the speeder and the person will comfort for you financially. You have to look out for yourself. Let's start by those Christmas photo shoots we always do. And I will tell you why I am mentioning the Christmas photo shoots. They are sometimes waste of money. Do they make us happy? Yes. I am guilty of it. I'm not even going to lie. You will buy those Christmas PJs that somehow the world do not expect you to use it in next year Christmas. So when you buy those Christmas PJs, they are very pricey. You buy them, take that nice photo shoot. It's very pleasant to the eye. We're not even going to lie. And it just comes with the spirit of Christmas. So it makes everybody happy. We spend so much money buying it because somehow the market knows that everybody will want that. So it's all out there, very pricey. Won't be telling you have family of 8, family of 10, family of 6. So you're buying those things times that amount, whatever amount they're selling it, and you use it for just that 1 year. It cannot be repeated the next year. It's not like it cannot be repeated, but you know the world, if you use it again, it's not that picture that they used that last year. Why they say repeating it? Somehow the world tells us how to use what we use our money to buy. The world has a way of watching us. You know, you have a handbag. Oh, let me not divert. So now, let me give you guys a little story of what I'm trying to say. You buy those PJs One time my friend called me and said she was coming around. I said, okay. And she was coming in the evening, so like 7:30. So I had my shower and I put on that was in August, the month of August. So I put on my Christmas PJs in August. So the doorbell rang and I opened the door, and once I opened the door, she was laughing uncontrollably. And I'm like, girl, what's up? She said, why are you wearing a Christmas PJ in August? And I'm like, wait, am I supposed to have just bought this PJ, wore it once and never wear it again? So we are even judging ourselves just wearing it within the house, the comfort of my house. I'm wearing that PJ, Christmas PJ in the comfort. It's awkward, I know, but if you buy the good ones that have like soft cotton material, you guys know it's always comfortable. You can always wear it throughout the season, but it's awkward. It's just like me wearing a Christmas sweater in summer. People will be like, what's wrong with this one? But why are you telling me how to use what I use my money to buy? But that again, I will always say it's somehow money wasting for me. Honestly, it's somehow money wasting, because you cannot wear it another year, and people do, and you can't even wear it peacefully in the comfort of your home. So I would advise that if for any reason you want to do a Christmas photo shoot, you can just pick a color around the Christmas color. It must not be a PJ with all the Father Christmas, what they call it, with Father Christmas, Santa Claus, all those candy cane. Just everything that represents Christmas is all drawn on the PJs, and it's so much. You can just pick a color. You can use all white, all red, something that just pick a color without the Christmas drama and use it comfortably the whole year. And trust me, they are more budget friendly. If you just buy, like last year, I had a photo shoot with my family, and I picked a light blue color. It was so affordable because it was not the color of the season. But did we use it? Yes. Am I still using it? Yes. I use it almost all the time, and it's very comfortable as well. So that's one of the things. Another thing that is going to help us save money this year is all those clothes apps that you have on your phone. Those ASOS, H&M, Zara, what's that, Fashion Nova, all of those apps. Some of us, we have all those apps on our phone. Why do you have so much clothes apps on your phone, shoes app? There's something about those things. When you open them, they just, I don't know about every one of you. I'm talking about myself right now. If I open any of those apps, I will definitely like something. And once my eye sights something, somehow I am so restless until I get that thing. Do I really need that thing? No. Let me know in the comment section which of those things have been taking your money. Which of those apps has been taking your money? Let me know in the comment section, because recently I had this app on my phone and I deleted it because of space. Then a friend of mine got something from the app. I love that thing so much, so I decided to download the app again. In less than 3 weeks, I have spent more than $1,000 on that app just buying things, because every time I open that app, there's just this thing. And who is like me, when once I set my eyes on something that I like, I cannot sleep. I have to purchase that thing. There are some app that is that demonic, I don't even know what to say. But guys, you have to really look into your spending. We don't make that much money. Why are we feeding the little that we make into people's pocket? Like, we work too hard, so we should be accountable for our money. And those things that let me just point to myself, those things that I'm buying, do I absolutely need them? Can I live without them? Yes. If I don't have those things this whole year, is it going to bother me? No. Am I buying them because I can afford them? Yes. But can I really afford them? Is the question. You will say it's $50, it's $20, it's $10, it's 5 naira, it's 10 naira. They add up. Do you know the reason why you have not been able to achieve that thing that you want to achieve financially? That thing that would have added more value, or that thing that would have made more money for you. You have not been able to achieve it because of this little money that we keep throwing away. Today you buy shoes that you absolutely do not need. You buy hair. Let's talk about hair. This app, I'm talking about advertisements, like when those apps pop up on your phone on Instagram, you see how lush those hair is. We know that 80% of, no, let me not say 80%, 50% of the time, it's actually not what, if you buy that hair, whatever they send to you is not as luscious, it's not as luxurious as what you saw online. They send when they're trying to run that advert, they use the best quality of hair just to catch your attention. I know it's hard. We need those. Do we want them? Yes. Do we really need them is a problem. So I know it's the month of April. I know January is gone, February, March. Yeah, because someone is saying, why is someone saying this thing now? Well, from now to December, we still have some months. So if you start by deleting some of those apps from your phone, it's going to save you a whole lot. Do it now and thank me later. And tell me how much that you were able to save from just deleting those apps. And I know from now to the month, when once it's November, you begin to hear, first week of December, you begin to hear jingle bells and all those lovely Christmas songs. And you feel like, oh, some of us are like, I'm just thanking God that I lived from January to December. So you begin to buy things, and now January is here, you're just watching. That person that you're hoping that person will borrow you urgent 2K, if that person was reckless with his or her spending, who would have borrowed you that money? Give yourself some sense. Sometimes we spend this, we tend to buy things that we don't need because we see people who, let me use the word established, buying some of those things, and they don't buy it from their savings. They just buy it from maybe some of the business that they have, maybe some profit, some fraction of the profit. Like, it will not really hurt a fly. But your little 5,000 that you have gone and taken 3,000 out of it to buy a shoe. And now the next week someone calls you and say your mom is sick, and you're saying, God. And they say they need $5,000. They need 5,000 naira, $5,000, whatever. And you say, shit, and I just spent 3,000 buying shoes that you don't need all of those shoes. You don't need all of those clothes. Do they make us happy? Yes. But we all know that when once that rain starts falling on your roof and you can't meet it up, it steals all of those. See, you might have clothes in your house, you may have shoes, but we all know that they do not equate to money. They do not equate to physical cash. I'm not a spoiler. I'm not saying you should not spoil yourself. I'm not saying you should not get what you need, but I'm just saying that whatever you do, buy what is absolutely necessary. The economy is moving funny these days, and that's the reason why every one of us will have something for rainy days. Every one of us will have a plan B. Someone will not say, I'm not even eating. How can I save? Well, I'm talking to people who have jobs. I'm talking to people who have a means of income. People who are earning some amount of money. Like I said, it's not an excuse. No matter how little that money is, you can always put something away. I don't want to even say, don't come and say, oh, when I was down, when I really needed help, my friend did not come true for me. That friend too need help. Everybody in this economy now needs help. Nothing equates to physical money. Not even buying gold. Some of them say, okay, we'll buy gold and resell it later. Okay, we'll resell it. But we all know that once you have something and you are really in dire need of help, you cannot sell that thing close to the amount that you bought it, but you bought it. So it's either you are investing your money into something that's going to multiply that money, or you're just saving it. If you don't have any investment thing in your head, you don't have any bone for business, you're not a business person, please save your money. I'm not saying go and invest in something that will now make all things worse. But if you have a good idea, you have something that's going to fetch you more money, invest your money. All of these shoes and bags we are buying, we are investing into other people's pockets. Is it necessary? Yes, but we don't need 10 pairs of shoes. I know clothes that I have bought and I've not worn to anywhere. I'm even looking for where to go to that I can wear that cloth, because I have gone and spent my money on it and I need to wear that cloth so that how can you buy cloth now? Wardrobe will be wearing it. Some of us are guilty of it. Meanwhile, we have carried our hard-earned money and put it into somebody else's business, and the person is flourishing by that shoe that you bought. The person made some gain out of you, and it's still going to turn around that money. And that person will end up using that gain to buy something. Like, what I'm trying to say is that before you spend so much on yourself, make sure that there's something running from you, and that there's something running for you, and whatever that is running for you, maybe some little fraction of the income that you made, or the little fraction of the profit that you made is what you're spending, not the little capital that you have. Nothing is more devastating, more saddening that when the things that truly matters come knocking, you do not have a kobo, you do not have a dollar to do what is absolutely necessary. And we also pray that God will not give us a load that we cannot carry, and nothing will come to us at a time that we are not fully prepared. But we all know that life happens, and the economy, like I said, is moving funny. But again, who am I? Before somebody will say, somebody say we should not even buy groundnut again, and it's, look, if you are somebody who will say, if rain falls, I can always borrow somebody's umbrella, or I can always run into somebody's umbrella, well, if you don't mind the way the person is going to look at you as you are running to the umbrella, no problem. You can continue to spend your money recklessly. But if you have a little dignity, in short, if you are responsible, you will always learn how to save your money. So first, those Christmas reckless spending, it's not necessary. It's not the end of the world. Are you grateful? Yeah, there are other ways to show that you are grateful. There are other ways too. You can just buy a tin or two, not go all out, okay? And those apps, they are just trap to continue to steal from poor people like us that don't have money. We keep feeding it, and that's why we keep hearing that those who are rich get richer, because they're exploiting, and they're not exploiting us. Well, is the adverts very appealing? They are, but that is the idea. They want the advert to be so appealing so we can be spending our little money that we are making. Please, if you don't need that thing, don't buy it. And don't buy because someone else has it. That person might be more established than you, and you are just managing and still in level 1. You're looking at somebody in level 10 that is spending his money. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next episode.